So I'm calling this just fun with verbs in Zephaniah because these are things that you can't see in English. And you just notice when you're reading in Hebrew and think, clever, clever. So in Zephaniah, lots of oracles of judgment. And in this particular context in Zephaniah 1, it is directed toward Israel, Judah specifically. And so it says, wail, you who live in the market district, all your merchants will be wiped out. All who trade with kesef, with silver, will be destroyed. At that time, I will search Jerusalem with lamps and punish those who are complacent, who think, the Lord will do nothing, either good or bad. So you have in Israel at this time, in Judah, a situation that probably feels maybe similar to being in the modern day church in the West, where there's a lot of commerce, a lot of wealth, and we're just sort of carrying along our merry way and thinking surely the Lord doesn't really pay attention to what's going on, and they're just carrying on their commerce with some dishonest practices and are caught up in making money, and think the Lord is neither here nor there about it. But then, right after this expression of judgment, then there's the summons, gather together, gather yourselves together, you lo nechsaf nation, before the decree takes effect and that day passes like windblown chaff, before the Lord's fierce anger comes upon you. Seek the Lord, all you humble of the land, you who do what he commands. So there is mourning and woe that is, due because the Lord's anger is at hand. But there's the summons, gather, seek the Lord. Don't let that be your end. Do pay attention. The Lord will do something. He is not complacent. But look at this link between the traders with silver, with kesef, and then a nation which is lo nechsaf. So lo means not. And then kasaf as a verb could mean to long for or desire. So, and this is actually a nifal here. You can see that ne, so it's a nifal participle. So you, nation, which is not longed for or not desired. So it's like, you know how you're all caught up with your silver, with your kesef, your wealth, and your commerce? Well, actually, the real problem is that you are becoming an undesirable nation in your sin. You are lo nechsaf. You think it's all about the kesef, but you're actually so compromised that you're becoming an undesirable, a lo nechsaf nation. Okay, one more I want to show you. This is so cool. Oh my goodness. First of all, you just cannot get phonetics in translation, obviously. So when I read Gaza will be abandoned, I'm like, okay. No. When you read it in Hebrew, look at this. Aza azuva. Aza azuva. Gaza abandoned. And then Ashkelon left in Shemama, in ruins. At midday, Ashdod will be driven out, translated here emptied, but garesh is the verb often associated with driving out, like even the Israelites driving out the Canaanites. And Ekron will be uprooted. Ekron te-aker. Ekron te-aker. Do you see that pun? How brilliant that sound play is? You have the ayin, the kof, and the resh. Ayin, kof, resh. Yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Now, so not only do you have really cool sound play in Aza Azuva and Ekron Teaker, but all four of these cities are cities that belong to which nation? Does anyone know?
Philistines, they're on the coastal.
Yes, exactly. The only city we don't have here is Gath. Usually we associate them with 5 cities, and these are 4 of them. And so what's also going on here is that Philistia together is being metaphorically depicted like a divorced woman. Notice this. Look at abandoned, Azuva. Shemama being, this word is often translated desolation in other places. So a woman who's been divorced is now desolate. And then garesh is the typical root used for driving someone out, like even to divorce, you would use this root for drive out. And then this root, oh, this is so cool. Okay, so teaker in this context means uprooted, But akar, this verbal root, can also refer to barrenness. So if you were to talk about a barren woman, you would say akara. It would be the same three letters with a hey on the end, akara. So you have abandoned, desolation, driven out, and barren. So I think together, all four of these verbs are presenting this portrait of Philistia in its state of judgment, being like a divorced woman, suffering kind of all of those same effects. So anyway, so cool. This is why you're learning Hebrew.
Say the four words again, please. Abandoned.
Oh, yes. Abandoned, desolate, driven out, and barren.
Thank you.
Yep. Yep. So pretty
Wow.
cool. I mean, it's sober topic, obviously, but
I mean, I wonder if that transposes what's going on in the world today.
That's what I was just thinking.
Saying the same thing, Judith. Yeah.
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 Pray that flotilla does not come through.
Right.